Ajay, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Ah! Yes, unbelievable, we did it. People laughed in my face, spat on my head, and said it won't happen, but we fought. Me and Rishi fought like tigers. Not tigers, more like scorpions. Not even scorpions. More like, snails, but we fought. At the end of the day, this is a live, so we're back on live. If you don't believe it's live, I have the Hindu newspaper in case BJP comes to power. I've got the Hindu newspaper right here, and you can see the date is Friday, 10th May. Now I'll explain that. That's because today is a Monday and the paper hasn't come. Okay, for whatever reason. So this is what we have. No, I can't even see it. Whatever. So that's proof. And with us for the first live is Abbas himself. Not to be mistaken for Firoz Abbas Khan, the famous director.
Yeah.
Or K. Abbas, the famous writer. Or Zahir Abbas, the famous cricketer.
Yes.
You're just a bloody Abbas.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Can I just register that I wasn't in this opposition committee of getting back live shows because I for once could not wait to wake up at 8 in the morning.
Yeah. That being said, if it was a 12 noon show or 2 afternoon show, you would have been great with the lives.
Yes.
10 was, it's fair that as a mover and shaker of society, that you don't show up before 10 a.m. in the morning on a Monday. So I accept that, obviously that dynamic energy shouldn't be wasted.
Yeah.
But I think at least for our listeners who we call the veterans now, not because of age, they're all very young, but it's a huge different feel there, the energy. I'm already feeling more excited. It's like when you're meeting a girl for the first time, not the second time. Huge difference. The girl's perspective is even worse, but I can only tell you mine.
But we are meeting them for the second time, right? We've all met
No.
these people for the first
There's a metaphor. It's not to be taken literally, you moron. That's why I wanted K. Abbas, but he's dead. That guy was a literary figure. He'd have understood everything.
You know the full form of K.A. in K. Abbas?
Yeah. Can't accept.
Khwaja Ahmad Abbas.
Khwaja Ahmad Abbas. Yes. We studied a couple of short stories in English, of course. Or growing up when I was a young man many years ago. Harveshpur says Abbas is the Bradman of Cyrus says.
Arre.
1 minute.
My average is 99.
Bradman is that's like the godlike figure of the game. That's not. Can you come down a peg?
So then who else would you?
He's just being sarcastic.
I can't call myself Viv Richards because I'm not that flashy.
The Viv Richards, see, these are all old generations. You've got to go with this generation right now. So who
can I go with my generation? I'm the Ajay Jadeja of Cyrus.
Jadeja?
Yeah.
You're like a fringe cricketer then.
I'm like a number 6, but I'll save the
But that's only white ball. He played like 10 test matches or something. So,
okay.
From Bradman, we've gone to the most important personality in the game to Jadeja, who definitely was, good. But a fringe cricketer, didn't play enough.
Sahil is saying, Abbas, it's been 5 minutes. You still haven't plugged Has It Aged Well. That's correct. Please go and watch Has It Aged Well.
You're still doing the show?
Yeah.
Then the question I must ask is, why?
Because it gets good numbers, Cyrus.
So you're doing it here or you're doing it on your own?
No, I'm doing it here.
Oh, so this show is still going on?
This one, Cyrus says yes.
No, and Has It Aged Well?
And Has It Aged Well as well.
Cyrus says has aged very well, apparently. So much so that we tried going unlive and now we're live again.
Yes.
And let's see what kind of reviews we get. Is Ujjwala sponsoring all white shirt
we
panel?
both wore white today for a change.
Yeah, Samir is one of the vociferous guys saying that if you do this recording thing, I'll leave the country. And depending on June 4th ka situation and all. But he was very clear that enough of this. Yeah. I also felt a little bad about not having a live. I didn't have any answers to give anyone. And the people I work out with in the morning, then we sit and, it looks like you're a failure. So I used to rush on Monday, Tuesday to make sure everything's on time. And then they were like, what happened? And I pretend to rush. Then I stopped pretending. Then pretended less. It started looking bad. Then it's like almost like, you've lost your job kind of thing. And you're like, oh, guys, no big.
Or was it awkward for you also to record pre-recorded Cock and Bulls?
It's not awkward. I've been in a television line with everything is pre-recorded only for 10,000 years.
Yeah.
So I just enjoy this because this is the most fun. It's like doing a play or something. You're on and boom.
Correct. Yeah.
You're always with people who say stupid things, so you look even less stupid. It's great, really. Abbas, by the way, you're back after about 6-7 weeks of the recorded one.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's been a while.
6-7 weeks back.
Rishi stopped calling me.
Sorry? No, we just don't want to repeat people too often. Whatever the people say, we follow them. We're a true democracy.
But I'm the Bradman of your show.
No, that was just his idea. We already brought it down to Ajay Jadeja. Jadeja is the name you've taken. So, what a fall, my countrymen. Really. Of course, big fan of Ajay Jadeja also. So I won't say anything bad about my cricket.
Yeah, Ajay Jadeja and Robin Singh were like a great pair, right? Like number 5, number
Not
6.
really, but yeah. But Robin Singh was completely a 50-over cricketer at the end. I think
Uh-huh.
he only one game.
Yeah.
Ajay, why are we having this discussion?
I
You don't even
know.
care about
For
cricket.
a
You just want to
change,
suddenly show off. You're doing a Kunal thing. I actually know a little bit more. I knew who was in the middle order in the white ball game, 50-over
Hey,
game in the 90s.
97 to 2005,
Yeah.
I know things.
Yeah. And then 2005, what happened? Alzheimer's.
I hit
After
puberty.
that. Yeah. just to tell you, it was still a Congress government, so can't blame
Yeah.
politics. Huh? Yeah. Okay, you want to take one or two of these things before you go into your topics, because a lot of people are. Ajay
Already
Jadeja
asking
says royal
questions.
blood. This is true.
Can you prove that this is live with some? You
I
already
just
did,
showed you the bloody
Sahil.
newspaper. I just showed you the bloody. But
The
I just
hell?
can't zoom in on it because the technical issues are. Can you zoom in? You're better with this.
No, you can't
It's,
zoom
it's
in.
saying
You can
May
just,
10th, of course. But that's the only
yeah.
paper I could find.
But you can see. I mean, I was going to say you can see there's a BJP ad, but they've been around for 10 years.
Yeah, and they sometimes write the future also. So it could be a.
ED cautions top court against granting bail, which means Kejriwal is out. So
Yeah,
that's current
yeah,
enough for
yeah.
you guys. Yes.
That means at least 24 hours have passed.
Yes.
In a sense. And he's done 3 road shows. And he screamed at people saying, Jhadu dabao. So I could understand that. I thought you press a broom technically. So I didn't understand. But he was basically saying, when you go to vote,
Please press the
thing
yeah.
so that I don't go back to jail.
Don't you press the thing. Sounds
Press the
wrong.
thing only. Well, Jhadu is also, by the way, as metaphors go,
Yeah.
hello, huh? Thank God he didn't say, hold my, I mean, really.
No, but did you see that? I think that was brilliant. The thing that he did, where he said that who's going to be the BJP prime minister, because the prime minister said at 75 you should retire.
I'm the only one who's been mentioning this to Kejriwal. Ultimately, Amit Shah has given the reply, right arm fast. And it is basically that, don't worry, he will remain the prime minister. So that 75 rule has been changed quietly. We didn't get the memo. And it'll probably come into play after 2027, 28,
Right.
somewhere there.
Yeah.
That's the way it's looking at the moment.
But you're saying Jadeja has royal blood?
Yeah, he's, you know how my Rajput friends are.
Yeah.
All the ones I grew up with in college all claim to be princes. And then after some time, we lost interest trying to figure out how they are princes.
Yeah.
One or two did have big houses. One or two didn't. But they all were like, Jadeja, I'm from this line, I'm from that line. I mean, you go to Jaipur and you search for them. Ajay. Nobody comes out. It's like that. Sahil Cafre says, I apologize, Cyrus. I was high like silvery.
What time is it in your part of the country? Because it's 10 a.m.
But
here.
with silvery, it doesn't matter.
That's true. Yeah.
He's like an ATM narcotic version. If his parents are listening, I'm just making it up. Come on, he's a great kid. All right.
Before Hamisha pulls me up.
Sunny mentioned quickly about the 15 lakhs also. Guys, going back to 2014, there was a mention
of 15 lakhs
which
each
in my
person.
family 75 lakhs plus compound interest.
Right.
Okay, just for my family. Yours also, 4-5 people, yeah. So 60-75 lakhs you're talking about. And then compounding at the rate of 7% compounding more to whatever. So we're looking at more closer to 1 crore 14 lakhs or something. And
you still have hope it'll come.
I believe everything that they tell me.
Okay.
And why not? Hope springs eternal.
Sure, Cyrus.
How can you be so cynical about this?
I'm not saying they themselves only said, no, like
I am not pressing the Jhadu button because I want because he's not promised, he's only giving free electricity. Kya karega main electricity ke saath?
The Home Minister himself said, "Arey, wo to siyasi jumla hota hai."
Is it?
Yeah.
You want to be careful here. We don't know the result yet.
I'm just quoting it in his voice. So yeah.
Okay.
Hey, sapet chat. Don't know.
Okay, now Jam has come up with a very good rejoinder when you ask for Jadeja.
Is there a
He's saying the
also?
Royal of Jamnagar is Ambani.
Oh yeah,
that's a very good point. Once you buy the land, you become the king, right?
His name is also Jam. Maybe he's from Jamnagar.
Well,
if you know what I mean.
Whatever. As long as he's not diabetic, his jams are a good thing. Hamisha,
I mean, those guys are also under the radar now.
Who?
Ambani and Adani for the first time.
You think because of? Give me your expert opinion.
No, my opinion is that this is a very layperson opinion that they
such fear.
that they distribute their wealth across parties, I believe.
Right.
So somebody.
Well, in the case of Ambani, maybe, but Adani, as far as we know, is
no. So I think it was a little this thing that you better be on my side or else. That's the sense I got.
Diktat.
Yeah.
That means our podcast is so inconsequential. No dictators come saying, boss, to joke mat kar and all. At least on our TV show, we got one dictat once.
Yeah, we should have had at least one
dictat, bro.
Person by now, yeah.
I'm not talking about ED and all. That's too much. Okay, don't ED us. But I mean, if Amit gets the ED, he's going to feel really proud, right? Guys, today ED. We've reached.
Which ED are we talking about here?
You know, the one and only. The other ED happens to all of us. Doesn't matter.
So I think that was what it was. Like, I'm going to mention you because you better stay in line. That's
really?
what I felt. Yeah.
Wow. Achha, Hemisha's angry. And I don't want to
That's
make
what you
Parsi
want
women angry.
call me out for
You're taking no,
topics.
because you keep interrupting Abbas. Well, out of the two of us, one of us keeps interrupting.
Right, yeah, I'm
And
the one who
I was just going to say that her rejoinder, and I forgot what she said. She said, well said or well spoken. I was going there.
taking my name but cutting off. Now, I was going to say before Hemisha pulls me up for not taking
Hmm.
topics, let's go to the topics, but then you took
So
it
this is
somewhere
also
else.
how politicians take the names of God and all that, and then,
Wow,
it's a
okay.
similar thing that she's tossed out there, for some
Right.
reason. Profound views from Abbas says Josephine. Josephine?
Profound what?
I don't know. I'm removing her.
Views
I'm
from
removing her from the
Abbas.
chat for praising you. I can't take it.
But does that mean profound people viewing me? Or
Aniket
am I-
Paul says, I agree with Abbas's layman analysis.
Oh, yes.
So-
Thank you, Aniket.
Abbas Mastan dress code represent today. Binoy, we're spot on.
Oh,
The
yeah.
men in white. Yeah.
I should be a cephalogist. That's one of my
Yeah,
favorite
I know.
words.
Why did the English language have all these words,
I don't
really?
know.
Because now if you have to spell it, since our spelling has become retarded, if I can
Yeah,
use that word,
yeah. No,
thanks
you
to...
can't actually.
You can't...
Yeah.
But retarded in the sense of...
Mentally challenged.
No, I'm not using... I'm using it in terms of words. The
Still,
words...
what it's implying is problematic.
No, the fact that the spelling becomes an issue. So in the sense, your retardation in your spelling has got nothing to do with being retarded in terms of that
okay.
terrible label,
Hmm.
which people don't like.
Right.
Although I personally don't understand what the problem is. What is the big... Why do we always have to feel bad about everything? You've been called fat and you're not even that
That's
large.
what, yeah.
What's the big deal?
Why are you laughing, Rishi? It's true. Yeah.
You called him fat before he came. you said that fatso will take 5 minutes extra to walk up if the lift is shut. I mean, come on, you guys are
But
horrible.
this happened on our show, right? Like
Huh.
way back, we used to do a special cricket segment for
Right.
another
The
company, and
Lanso?
and that
Why are you scared to say it? It's
there-
not like we're working with Coke and Pepsi.
no, but there
Huh.
was that West Indian player who
Huh.
used to be very large, right?
Yeah.
I forgot his name. You might remember.
Wow. Wayne
And-
Daniels. Oh, the white ball guy again. The off spinner.
Someone, but
Yeah.
in one of the editions,
Rahim. I'll come back.
and you mentioned him that
He's a big guy.
as a fat guy, he took some great catch.
Fantastic catch and slip.
And then he's like, he took a, and then we got a feedback from them saying you can't use the word fat, so we had to like edit.
But he's
around
not
it.
fat. He's really fat. So I mean, there should be there should be a rule, right? I mean, if you're really fat, can we
Rahim
at least
Cornwall.
say fat? Because we've toned it down.
Right.
Rahim
Cornwall.
Rahim Cornwall. I'm just can you show a picture? Okay, I won't say anything. I don't want to fat shame anyone, whatever.
No, but when I read that, I was like, I've been called fat all my life. Where
Yeah.
was this? Where were you guys
But
when
did
I
you
was
get
growing
offended?
up?
Like,
I didn't get offended. It was their feedback.
no, I'm saying as a young boy, if people call you Jadia, what is the thing?
I mean, as a young
Jadia
boy,
and fatty. Are these
of
two
course,
words?
didn't end there. It was Genda.
Ginda.
Huh.
I like it. As sledging goes.
Jada, Genda.
But did you ever feel bad? I'm asking
Of
you
course, I
honestly.
felt bad.
Initially, you must have felt bad.
Genda and all, you feel
So-
bad. Or fat is a.
Be honest, you felt bad, went home and ate more.
Yes.
Because you were depressed about it. I'm trying to be sensitive here, Abbas.
Yeah, very
Just tell me
sensitive.
what
Clearly, yeah.
So I used to ask Kunal the same thing, that you get a little upset because people will call you fat.
Hmm.
St. Mary's is a very tough school, very
Yeah,
boys'
yeah,
school,
yeah,
alphas. Like, they bullied him, non-sporting and all that. But he said after some time you get immune to it. I don't remember
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
But
yeah.
initially there was a little bit
Of
of
course,
a,
yeah. When you're kids.
yeah. Have you shamed anyone in going after that from your
To
side?
other people.
Yeah, as you got more confident, did you take other people? Or not fat, but whatever.
Tera baap ka khata hu kya?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a weakness. You just got to find it, bro.
Yeah.
It's like you're large or whatever.
Yeah.
And some are like, oh, don't mention my mom, whatever. I don't know.
Huh.
People get upset. You just have to find it. Like my wife, I can piss her off in 30 seconds.
But then when you're in your 8, 9, 10 standard, then it becomes lewd, right? When someone calls you fat,
No,
then,
but you have
then
to-
you'll come
there
back.
has to be a
Your mom
seed.
didn't mind last
Yeah,
night.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the seed of truth, but that's where it really hurts. No?
Yeah.
Like, I can't make fun of my in-laws side at all.
Huh.
My wife is just very touchy about it.
Right.
So even if it's just a winner if I want to pick a fight.
Rahim Cornwall is on screen.
Yeah, Rahim Cornwall. So now be honest, guys. Now, Rahim is not a slim Jim.
He's not, yeah.
Yeah,
he's
so
like
what is he knows he's not slim. He's not just slightly overweight. He's huge.
I mean, Arjuna Ranatunga was also fat.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
In fact, I'm told he one day passed a treadmill and started vomiting. It was like, this is not for me. And it's fair.
Inzamamul Haq, one of the
There you
finest,
go. There you go. I had a
batsmen.
chair on the field. I'll go to पे जाता हूँ, square leg पे, कुर्सी पे बैठ जाता हूँ मैं, and why not? So what are we doing wrong? I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Honestly, they've gone, like you said, you've gone through all this, whatever. I used to be called half-breed and Baba and all these names,
Mhm.
which initially you worry a little bit, but now it's just water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Somebody says things that I do
Yeah.
means nothing,
Mm.
really. In fact, I like it when people, call you sometimes it's out of affection also.
Yeah.
Like Rishi
then it
said-
becomes.
Rishi calls me, what is that word you use? That French word, shoot? It's so sweet. Ishutiya. I love it when you say that, Rishi. Play with my hair when you say it, bro. Yeah.
Rishi, what was your nickname in school?
Rishi, what did they
Rishi's gone
call you?
quiet.
One second, guys.
They called me capillary in college.
They called you capillary.
Such a, like a intellectual.
Oh, capillary tubes. You know, they-
Capillary skinny, yeah, baba. You
I
don't
know,
get
but
it.
still, like,
As a fat shamed guy, you don't understand the other end of it, the skinny guy.
like, but then there are worse ways to call.
Rishi was
someone
called
thin,
capillary,
right?
guys.
Like,
Huh?
There are worse ways to call people thin,
No, but this is intellectual.
and that's
You're
what.
using the lab. You're
What
using
school?
the tube. You're like, hey, Rishi, tera jaisa dikhta bencho. And then, I can imagine the horrible people there are out there. And Rishi till today cries if you call him a cap.
Mr. Nobody has given us 40 rupees, and he said, "I watched Urjita's show in Bangalore yesterday. Was awesome."
Why is he giving us money to catch up?
I'll
Huh?
convey it to Urjita.
No, she's giving us the money to give her. That's the horrible thing. We're a delivery service now. We are DH bloody hell. That's what we become. Oof. I'm called Homosha. Yeah, Homosha. Hey, Homosha. Oops. Ouch.
Like that's the laziest, most
Yeah.
like the most obvious.
Oh, it's
bully.
a Gujarati man who prefers men. You know. Oh, Homosha chu. Huh? Yeah, Mukide.
What does that mean?
Stop it.
Muki de is what?
Put it here. Put it here. I suddenly decided to go with the whole, let's go back to college and be disgusting. But then I looked at my friend Capillary and I said, never again.
I'd like to have your snake.
I had a Bihari friend called Ricky
This is
who,
a-
when fondly addressed, hi, Rick replied, suck my.
No, there was a.
Yeah, is it in the accent, Kiran? This is Kiran, our wife's father.
Yeah. No, there was a guy called Amir Khan in our class, not the Amir Khan, of
Yeah,
course.
but you don't have to say that.
And
Because I
it
mean,
was
if it was
like,
the Amir Khan, the whole story would have a different twist. no?
Amir Khan chaddi mein gaane.
Oh. But this is ridiculous. Why would you? I mean, he's got no obvious defect to attack.
No, but there's
You
a.
go with
That's the Kunal Kamra used to have this joke that kids will make like bad words out of anything. There was a guy
Yeah.
called Deepak in my class, and this is Kamra's joke, and they used to say Deepak learned with Cheepak.
this was Kunal's mentor that got him into comedy.
Shweta has given us $1,000. Thank you, Shweta, and
Oh,
says
wow.
never take the live away.
And not taking Urjita's name also. That's
Yeah.
great. It's almost pure. I'm feeling so nice.
Is this our Shweta, the regular Shweta?
Bro, I know we don't
1,000
have
rupiya de
we don't
diye.
get the numbers here that we get with guests, bro. But can you please keep these comments and show it to our management because we're not lying. I'm all about the quality show. Quality show is all we got. We'll never get a quantity show. Let's go
Yeah.
with the quality.
That's what 20, 15.
Oh my God! Somebody's name rhymes with scrotum. Scrotum. I can't even speak English properly. Okay, what is that? What is that? What is the name?
It
Gautam.
doesn't-
Scrotum. Gautam. You have to say it like a Parsi. Hey, Gautam. Scrotum. It's a bit of a stretch, but once it happens, it's like broach the cockroach. It stays in your head.
Yeah.
You got to find the name that rhymes.
Wow.
Oh, Shweta had a
Sure.
good gig this weekend, by the way, says Rohit. I don't know if
Shweta
that's
had a
sarcasm.
gig?
I can't.
Shweta went to
Shweta.
Urjita's gig.
Josephine says, I've learned so much today. And just the look in her DP is like so cynical. I think this is a whole group of cynical people. It's lovely. It's like being at home for me. It's
Yeah.
like being with my family. No one laughs with real happiness.
Kostov says, give me half of it and I'll make sure live never goes away. Half of what, Kostov?
Abhi,
1,000
kya
rupees.
ko batao? Exactly. See, half of zero remains zero. They don't understand basic maths, Bengalis.
Why
I'm
not
telling you
paying
on the
you?
first day, give me half of what? What do you want? What the fuck can I give you? Half of. He can't. I mean, this is like primary maths. Yeah, this is a 3-year-old nephew is better. Kostov, please get a job for both of us. For those who don't know, that's my manager Kostov, who's supposed to be asleep at this time.
Who's asking 500 rupees, Cyrus? Why aren't you paying him? In
You know,
public.
One second. Can I just tell you a story? I know he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
put it up. When I
Yeah.
cut my hair after 3 months, we went to a hajam downstairs in my office lane in Fountain. And a guy called Raju, and we shot it, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, it would cost about $150. And he paid for it. It's very sweet.
Kostov paid
Yeah.
for it.
I don't have cash, bro. For me, money is like a gun. You carry it, you'll use it. So I've always had this. My dad told me when I was young, don't carry it because then you don't use it. There's always someone with money. You can always pay them back. It's not, I mean, now there's GPay, PPay, and all is there. So there are ways out. I don't carry. I don't have any money right now. Somebody has talked about
But
Genghis Khan. Can I go back there?
Kiran has given us 69 rupees. Nice.
Kiran says interaction and intercourse should be two-way. A man who's never invited to an orgy. And now we know. Somewhere in Siberia, they must be worshipping Cyrus and have a statue named after him. That's
Genghis
true.
Khan's lineage.
Well, it's technically between Siberia and China. It's kind of that Mongolia area where my people come from, bro.
Aniket has given us 101 rupee for Shagun.
Yeah.
Cyrus says ki lambi ayu ke liye.
That 1 rupee for Shagun should become our show. That should be we should be aiming there.
No, but your haircut reminds me. We have one of our stories.
I'm sorry to bring up haircut. I
No,
know
no,
it's a touchy topic.
no. There's a okay. Sunny Mohan has given us 200 rupees. Says welcome back to the live. Now bring back the membership too.
Yeah, but the person
Slowly.
the person who started the membership is like, we've got a few scamsters. Huh? They start the membership, they go. We are left holding the ball. I don't even understand anything. All I know is that you and me can chat on the show. It rhymes with Karsh. He's not late. He's working with Jacob.
Yeah, I saw.
And both of them are very happy, which I can't understand. It's like two blind men reading a book, I mean, just having a great time.
They just hit it off when they met here.
Yeah,
so I guess, yeah.
Kunal was like, he's very good. He's very good. I said, what does he do? I'm not sure. He's one of those government jobs. Yeah. I'm not lying about this. Exactly the conversation.
There's a barber shop, salon in Vizag, who's offering free haircuts for anybody who votes. So if you show your vote mark, they'll give you a free haircut. And
Shit. My hair won't grow in time.
Yeah,
19.
my thing is like, what about
But
guys like me? What's my incentive?
You get a head massage.
We'll give it.
You don't have that gay issue about men touching your head and all, right?
No.
So you go for it. I can't bear that. Man touches my head, I punch him in the scrotum. Gotham. Sorry.
What if Gotham touches you? On the head?
Listen, when I was in Kerala, once we were shooting for MTV, they made me, this really bony Malayali man was, let's call him Vasant. And Vasant was just feeling up my legs and all that. I was so ticklish, I couldn't take it off.
He was just trying to give you a nice massage.
I'm sure he was professional, but I was getting turned on. I said, good night. It's not working for me. It was too cozy. Capillary, would you like a man to touch you all over and give you a massage? No.
Kumar Sanu is asking, Abbas, do you recall your last haircut? Man, the thing is, you never know when the last one is, right?
By the way, this is all sledging. I like the way you, with great aplomb, want to take it seriously and just deflect his humor out of the window.
I tell you what, though, but when I was studying dentistry in Bangalore, that time I had hair. So the barbers visit, and this is true for a lot of men, they get the latest gossip during haircut. Yeah, because the barber
especially when you're not in your ilaka.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes a more important place to be. It's your, where the tribe meets and you hear things.
Yeah.
My son back in London, Ontario, not the real one, he tells me he's got this Lebanese guy who cuts hair.
Oh, okay.
Because Canada is filled with immigrants. Luckily, this one is not from Punjab. Okay. My poor son comes back with a Punjabi slang.
Yeah.
It's terrible twang. But yeah, so, and all they do is the gossip of the local area, gossip, everything comes out in the barbershop.
Kostav is giving gossip on you. Cyrus got a happy ending by the barber though, Raju. He gave me the head massage.
He gave Kostav the head massage. Nobody gave
head
me.
massage.
Raju couldn't bear me. He couldn't understand my humor, who I was.
Right.
And all my silly, cheeky comments throughout, asking him how he prepares for haircuts and all that. He was just not like, no one's ever asked him these kind of questions.
Hamisha has given us 17.99. Thank you, Hamisha. Cheers to life.
1799?
Yes.
The lady without water? Homo Shah. Su courage, Homo Shah. Huh? Pani nati, tijori nati, and yet what a open. See how Parsis are generous, Baba. You can see the difference.
Yeah.
Let's
truly.
get communal. Let's fit in, yaar.
किसी ने अभी तक डॉलर में नहीं पे किया है क्या? We used to get.
किसने पे किया?
नहीं किया. That's what used to get paid in dollars.
No, we do. They don't know the live is on.
That's true. Yeah.
Now slowly the live is
Rishi
coming
has
back.
not promoted this enough.
Yeah.
To know.
Is Rishi live is the question.
The Vizag barber's name is Mallu Vasala Radhakrishna.
Okay.
And now people are wondering if he'll be able to
take the load.
Yeah, take the load of free haircuts,
considering.
Wow.
Wow.
Also, my thing was anybody can put a mark and go and say, hey, I voted, now give me a free
No, you try and wipe it off and all, you'll know very quickly. I mean, it's a real pain to do that.
Yeah.
It's also being a little.
But he might have the chemicals considering he's
also,
a
how
barber.
forward can you be another man? Give me your finger. I mean, it's a little too much. Yeah. But that's a good idea. If I don't feel like voting, I can just put a black mark and show it on camera.
Some of the coffee shops in Bombay did this, right? If you show us a voting mark, we'll give you free coffee.
But coffee is horrible. I'd rather not vote. Most of the places very bad here. Really. I mean, we didn't get a sponsor in the end. We got a few short coffee sponsors.
Yeah.
But their coffee wasn't good enough. So
For
we told them to
Cyrus's?
leave.
For
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember back in the day? Coffee was advertising a lot on podcasts and new mediums.
Yeah.
Because there's so many of them.
Mm.
It's a bit like the political parties in this showdown.
Yeah.
There's so many names I don't know. My wife is asking me, how do I know? Because she doesn't follow politics. She's an artist. So doesn't really know names.
How do I know what?
No, so I'm trying to teach her the symbols.
Oh, okay.
Because it's literally...
So they've changed now.
why-
NCP has 2 symbols because it's...
Correct. And Shiv Sena has
bifurcation.
6. But the point of the matter is, why did we have this concept of symbols in the democratic world?
Huh.
Because people are idiots. They can't understand anything except the sign. So you just literally give the symbol so that they figure the symbol. That's it. Yeah.
Hamisha is saying Bangalore dosa places was giving free dosas on our voting day.
And depending on who you voted, you'd get the samba as well. You have to explain the situation. Yeah.
Anu V has also given us 17.99.
Wow.
Thank you, Anu. Producer fee. So this goes to
Thank
Rishi,
you,
I
Anu.
guess.
And Anu's got a young kid at home and all that. I mean, that money should have been well spent on the child. I feel neglect here
It
from a
went to
motherly point
Rishi.
of view. Cyrus voted no. Josephine, I can't vote earlier. I can't
It's
just
on
open my
28th.
own booth. I'd love to. Yeah. I will go.
Pune voting is today, right?
I think so. On Maharashtra this week.
If you're watching in Pune, please go vote.
Yeah. And
Navi Mumbai? हाँ, Pune.
Are Navi
Same.
Mumbai, Pune.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I mean, come on, yeah, Rishi, don't come on, yeah, really, stop it. You're hurting my feelings. Navi Mumbai.
We got £5 from Preeti, who says we know the live is on. Thank you for bringing.
Are you
this
sure
back.
that's a pound
Thank you,
signal?
Preeti. Yes, I think so. Euro, sorry.
Euro.
Euro pound अलग होता है क्या?
What the? That's a good joke. Rishi Sunak is crying right now. I don't see Rishi Sunak lasting.
I mean, he became also like an
No,
accidental
that's because
prime
of the
minister,
democratic
right?
situation where you
Yeah.
re-elect someone from the
It
party.
was so
because the
funny. I
party
saw a
remains-
clip of him saying the British Empire has never been on the wrong side of history. I'm like, dude, you're a brown guy saying they've never been on the wrong side of
But
history.
he's batting for the other team, bro.
Yeah, but
What do you
still,
want me to
come
do?
on.
No, come
Obama
on.
will never
You're
go.
now being a racist.
Obama will never go say
He's
America didn't
He's
have
not
slavery.
Indian. Stop thinking he's just brown skin.
But you acknowledge the history of the place, right? Say
One
that
minute,
we
one
did
minute,
wrong.
1 minute. This is absolutely wrong. He's got to pick a side, and his side is Britain. He's the
Yeah,
freaking
but
prime
acknowledge
minister.
the fact
he can't
that-
suddenly talk about all the reparations that are due and all. He's not Shashi freaking Tharoor.
If
working
Obama
here.
said that America never had slavery, there'll be so much backlash against
That's
him.
from the same situation, no? Because everybody comes from that place.
Huh.
I'm saying you are a guy who's now adopted this place, so you have to forget the old place. It's a different
And forget
situation.
the old place. How can you forget?
Forget in the sense
fact
that you gotta play- you gotta play on this
living in a place with a colonial history.
Britain's not had the economy is not flying out of the water right now. This is the last time for them to think about reparations. Wait 5 years. Right now things aren't looking good. And this is the same thing that might happen here. BJP comes back and he has to retire at 75 as per his wishes.
Yeah.
And why will we go against it? Then who becomes because you're choosing even in the opposition India Alliance, you're choosing the leader. Once you win, we're not. BJP has defined their leader at least initially,
Right.
but otherwise nobody's really defined their leader. So
That-
we do,
that
and maybe
was
Mamta,
not-
but that's
Till
it.
2004 also, that wasn't the case, right? Parties never used to announce their prime
No,
ministerial
but
candidate.
it didn't matter, right? Because there was a board that controlled, then Manmohan Singh would be given the prime ministership.
But he wasn't expected to be the PM.
No,
Sonia
but
Gandhi was
it
expected
doesn't
to be
matter
PM.
because the board controlled him.
Which
so now
board?
the BJP, the board doesn't control the prime minister. The prime minister controls the
Controls the
board. So
board.
they changed the dynamics slightly.
Right.
Now I don't know what's going to happen. And if he does retire at 75, which is next September, right? Not this one.
This one.
It's this one.
Yeah.
Then what happens? I mean, which basically means then who's the next leader? Like Capillary wants Yogi Bhai.
Yeah, they're the two people in waiting, right?
But Amit Shah then has to.
Kanad Bhagwat has
he won't take the
given
position.
us $20. Says hello from San Francisco.
Who says hello from where?
Kanad Bhagwat.
My God, $20. This is dollars. This sign even I know because we used to first get
1,600 rupees.
Pratilipi used to pay us in dollars first, no?
1,600.
20 in 83
Yeah,
bucks. 83 bucks.
83.
No?
That's around 1,700.
Capillary.
Shaunak Mirashi is saying, given us $199.
Bro, what's going on?
When is the rest
Today I
of
feel
the
like a banya. Chalo, accounts banao. Jaldi, let's keep writing. This is huge. If
Okay,
they
we
do
should-
this every time, we don't need a sponsor. We just do the live, take the money that's coming in, dollars, euros, the works. Rishi Sunak might be like, guys, come on, back off a little bit.
This might be more profitable than OnlyFans.
Well, if me and Abbas are on OnlyFans, yes, this will be the better way to go. Costa was saying, wow, so much money will cover the production of? I lost
the week that wasn't too.
If Costa let me do the jokes, you do the managing. No, this is not working here. Really. Although I'm collecting more money at the moment. Samir, Shweta says, also Islamophobia is top policy, don't ignore. Okay, now we are missing the chat conversation because you're
I
talking
know, yeah,
so much.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
don't even know what they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Well,
Okay, last few days of Jurgen Klopp. 50. Oh, that's an AMA?
Yeah, that's an AMA. Let's take one more topic before though.
I still don't know the difference in the colors. He even colors the square. We just discussed, right? The voter's an idiot, so you can just put the emblem. He colors the square for the old man, so the old man doesn't take that question. The poor Rishi doesn't know what more to do. Yeah.
Cyrus, this is from your Nick of the Woods. The chief minister's convoy was going to Varsha. And there's an actor who
Tried
tagged
to go
along
behind, small
on the
turn back,
ceiling,
yeah. And they arrested him.
And they arrested him. Yeah.
Yeah. You do know, na, Abbas, I don't know if you drive.
What?
You do know that everybody does this, right?
Tag along with the convoy.
When there's a VIP convoy,
yeah.
if you want to go fast, you try and land up as close as possible to the end of it. And then because they can't call your bluff, there's no car which is, unless it's the ambulance generally,
Right.
there's one at the end.
Right.
But basically, they can't really call your bluff. They just keep letting all the cars go for a little while.
Isn't there a marker that this is
Not really. It's a tough one. They're all white. If you have a white car, you're pretty much safe.
okay?
Yeah. Also, people, the more sensitive types do it with the ambulance. When the ambulance is going, just go behind the ambulance, pretend to be the patient's father.
That's sinister.
It's not really. I mean, it's just go jaisa, man. I mean, there's no malice towards the person dying inside. You just want to make sure you make it in front.
People let ambulance overtake that and then tailgate.
Exactly. He knows what I'm talking about. So motorists do all this. We have our own code of ethics. Of course, if supposing there was a heart attack in the ambulance, and they told me, sir, very sensitive matter, then I would just go 2 cars behind and continue, for sure. I mean, there has to be some line of control. Cyrus, a female friend, can I take this one? In her early 30s, finds Kunal Vijayekar spectacularly cute. I don't know what to do with that information. Thought I'd pass it. Is she a professional comic? Is the first question, because this is an opening joke which I would love to use. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, he's going to be, guys, it's his birthday on Sunday. Kunal will turn 60.
Wow.
60.
Okay.
I mean, that's almost the India's age as a country. And got to just say that if that girl finds him cute, let's go, because we have no time to waste.
No, but that's quite a flex if as a 60-year-old he's getting women in their 30s to
but there are a few politicians who are being followed by chicks even in the 80s and 90s. Ooh. I can't take names now. Many of them are dead.
Exactly. So then you can.
Yeah, no. Power attracts.
Oh, she's an influencer. What the fuck?
An influenza. She's a flu, basically.
But then Kunal can make content out of this.
Look, the last person I tried to set Kunal up with.
She wasn't an influencer.
She was sort of an influencer and a comedian, and I didn't realize that it went really badly. And today, I'm caught in the middle of that because I don't think she talks to him.
Harvespa has given us 1,000 rupees. Thank you.
Sparsh gave money?
Harvespa, not Sparsh.
I thought he's returning his salary. Like, I'm feeling bad.
Trying to find this actor's name. I can't find
it. Why is Harvespa given $1,000?
All the regulars are giving us money today because they're happy.
This is such disrespect.
No, they're happy the live is back.
I needed $100 to give Maya in the morning after her exam to take a taxi home. I didn't have that money. I had to borrow it from a waiter. Now I have to pay him back.
Costa wasn't with you?
Costa doesn't. Costa's not a morning person. It's very tough.
I totally get Costa.
Yeah. Costa is closer to your sleep cycle.
Yeah. But this was a 30-year-old actor who also, by the way, the opening line of the article is a 30-year-old actor who makes flicks on social media.
He's not an actor. He's now today's actor is a guy who shoots himself sleeping and then puts it up. Yeah.
Who says flicks on social media? Just say make social media content or is an influencer.
Bro, it's a cool word, flicks.
No, it's not. Stop being cool.
I should use it as an abuse, flick off, and people aren't sure what you're saying, kind of thing. Well, if you have a picture of this famous actor.
Wait, I'm trying to find his name. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, he had his parents. I think they were going for a wedding or something. He had his parents in the car all dressed in finery, so they would have passed. An ethnic wear immediately makes you look like a politician.
And the chief minister was coming from Thane.
Yeah, he tends to go to Thane and then drive all the way back to Varsha, making sure that there's a pleasant motorcade that causes no disruption.
Shubham Kumar is the name of the actor.
Umang Kumar?
Shubham Kumar.
Shubham Kumar.
Yeah.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah.
As far as I'm going to watch.
Politician name also.
I'm going to watch. Exactly. And very generic. He can be north, south, east, west. Huh? Shubham Kumar.
Yes.
And check out his flicks, guys.
On social media.
Releasing this Friday.
For a second, I thought maybe he was trying to make something for YouTube by doing, let's play a prank, let's tag along with the CMs.
The CM already played a prank by removing half the Shiv Sena. So I don't think you should play another prank.
That was a prank on a larger scale.
Now I had to explain to my wife. There will be UBT and there will be the Eknath Shinde faction. Now you have to look again to see, because I'm not sure which one got the thing in the end. The bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow, Eknath Shinde got, right?
He got it in the end, right? Yeah. So you have to double check. I thought it was still pending in Supreme Court.
I think they got it, yeah.
They got it.
Yeah,
so what does Uddhav have?
I have no idea. If someone knows, please tell us.
Uddhav should keep that, that shaft where you keep the bow and arrow.
This NCP,
so then you have that.
One of the factions of the NCP has that.
The clock.
No, the clock has gone to the Ajit Pawar faction.
Ajit took the clock. How will Sharad Pawar wake up?
Sharad Pawar has some musical instrument, I think, which is now on the...
So someone will bajao the instrument early morning. Boss! Ud ja. 6 baj gaya. This is ridiculous. It's like if somebody took SP's cycle, Akhilesh can't be. Some of these emblems are very important, bro. Don't F around with them. Of course, Kejriwal had to go. IIT guy goes with the jadu. The guy with the best mind in the country goes with the broom.
UBT has Mashal, which is the torch, Olympic torch.
But can you see a picture of the torch?
Google.
Because then again, see, bow and arrow, the whole thing about Sainik and soldier, makes sense. But this is not the torch. He's become a universal athlete. With the torch, it doesn't really exist. It's mythological. Nobody really has that long torch.
Rohit Atre has given us 200 rupees. He says, "Mere se itna hi hoga, struggling doctor." It's okay, Rohit. I'm also a struggling doctor.
Struggling podcast, struggling doctor, struggling joker, struggling comedian, struggling capillary. It's just one big struggle here. I don't want to mention main Kampf, but yeah, it looks like it.
But this guy then would have had to pay more money for the this thing, na, as a fine. He's trying to this thing. Okay, we've gone ahead.
Now,
Shiv
see,
said-
this emblem is odd for me. I wish he had spoken to us. Sri Vijayakar could have helped him. I feel this is not, see, the common man, this emblem is not hitting. What the hell is it? It's not
Why?
making-
What's wrong with it? I like it.
But what is it? Where's the Olympic
It's,
thing to us and all? Yeah, what is this flame?
But it's like he's carrying the
The
torch,
bow and arrow
literally
is clear.
carrying the torch.
Cycle is a very important
forward.
emblem. Clock is Indians are never on time. These are all important things. Isme kya hai? I don't get it.
Lalten. The
The
Lalu
only
has,
thing here is that IVM office got burned down. And at the same time when this thing was doing the rounds. Capillary Saab, did I say something wrong?
I should
Connecting.
tell the 5 audio listeners that we have the new Shiv Sena emblem.
No,
on
Amit
our-
has
on
given
our
up on
screen
all that.
right
You will
now.
not get fired. He doesn't care anymore. It's like if they don't have video, who the
Yeah.
hell are they? And why is Syria paying attention to
Clearly,
everything?
they're giving us 1,800 rupees. So yeah,
Ice cream
ice
cone.
cream. Oh,
Momo
she's
Shah
saying-
saying ice cream
she's saying
cone.
it looks like an ice cream cone.
It does a little bit.
Why are we shitting on Uddhav?
If it wasn't
As
really-
it is, he's the underdog.
Okay, we can see your sentiments are with Uddhav. I accept that. But I'm just saying that ice cream cone would have been great. I'd have
It's
loved
true.
that.
Yeah.
Would have been great. Imagine the guys projecting ice cream for everyone. Wow.
In America, they have donkey and elephant, right? Republicans and Democrats.
Is it donkey and elephant?
I think elephant is Republicans.
Do they
donkey
not
is-
know that there's no elephant in America? What the hell?
Have you looked at Donald Trump?
Oh, wow.
Oh, calling
Wow.
me fat is fine.
Listen,
Calling.
me and my family have turned right when it comes
Really?
to international
Mm.
countries.
Mm.
We like the right better than the left. Now here in India, we're still, on the fence, but there we're definitely with right.
Have
No,
you been following
left-
this Stormy Daniels trial that he's? It's going.
I've been following her career. I have a complete works. Kunal Vijayakar worships Stormy Daniels. He doesn't leave without doing an arti, if you know what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Digest that visual, $200, Rohit Atre. Let's see how much medicine you'll need after that.
Yeah. That's
Oh, wow.
we have the
And
elephant
donkey
and
is
the
sniffing the
donkey.
elephant, and they're the same height. It's almost like the same guy who designs our symbols designs theirs. It's
Uh.
Desi American gone berserk.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Donkey looks more like a llama type of thing.
Wow, that's what you get out of it. I'm
Yeah,
impressed.
because,
Really. You immediately see the mistakes in the species.
Maybe American breed of donkeys is a little different.
No. The donkey's a donkey everywhere. You don't have to worry. Don't bring race into it.
Ah.
All right, so there's no break here. And why is
There's
there no
no
break today? The break will be back for
Because
next week.
Rishi couldn't download the promo.
Rishi, the capillary, could not download the promo because he's so overworked with Man City matches in the night as they go to glory and sends messages saying no chance for Liverpool and Arsenal. To
Live
all-
kar दूं क्या? Hey, it's been another great week on the IVM podcast.
Okay, Kiran
On
is saying,
Cyrus says,
Kiran saying it's not a donkey, it's an ass. So it's
Oh,
some, I don't know
okay.
if there's some sexual double entendre he's trying to go for, but I'm just
That's
warning
also
you.
what Stormy Daniels said. Hey.
Oh, nice. Have you ever seen Stormy Daniels' movies?
Which ones?
The Hindi one is called Tufan. This is really nice.
I see what you did there.
Okay.
So I might have glanced at something in passing.
What?
But yeah.
What a coward. Just be open. You're a
By the way,
cinema buff.
she's from the early
You watched-
2000s. So yeah.
So, you don't
I'm
watch
saying
your...
her work is not very current, is what I'm trying to say.
Wow. So even porn for you can't be dated. You're so into it, man. It's amazing.
You gotta
You
keep
do
up.
understand sexual positions haven't really changed. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you'd be
Yeah.
surprised.
I'm telling you. I've read the Kama Sutra as a young boy.
Oh, really?
I committed it to memory because I realized I can't do any of those things. I mean, those guys were so flexible.
Right.
Capillary, your figure will be correct for the Kama Sutra because you need to have legs and arms that can bend and all that, bro. It's not easy.
Capillary
Abbas,
and
don't read it.
silvery could be
You
like
and me, don't read it. It's very hard. Capillary is what his
That's what
friends
she
called him.
said.
They were sledging him, Baba. Let it go now. It's a bad memory. He doesn't want to be called that. Do you feel
Okay.
bad? He doesn't give a damn now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the
You know
next
what his
topic.
election symbol is? Oh, Samir says she's from Cyrus's era. Stormy. Sorry. That really hurt. Yeah.
In Ahmedabad, there's
Oh, you're doing a story?
yeah.
Okay, people, that means no money's coming in. Money comes in, no story. You want to stop the story, send money in. Even $10, we stop.
BJP guy live streamed EVM. He went inside the EVM polling booth and sort of made a live video. Went live,
Yeah.
saying that यहाँ पे सिर्फ हमारा राज चलता है, and he was showing
Whatever you press, the thing comes out
whatever-
as Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were other election officials and police asking him to leave, but he kept on making the video. So now the election commission has nullified the polling that happened there and have
The
asked
full,
to be.
the entire day of polling is nullified.
Yeah, so 11th May was the repolling at that station.
Wow.
But this made quite a few waves because I mean, okay, you want to show off. Why are you showing it on?
How did he get the
Facebook?
phone in? They don't let us take the phone in.
I mean, he must have been an influential guy if he's. I mean,
Like that girl who likes Kunal.
no, different
Maybe
kind,
her,
different
her
kind
brother,
of
her
influence.
brother, clearly. Yeah. No, but I don't know. I can only speak for South Mumbai where 8 people come to vote.
Yeah.
4 of them are the people standing for elections.
Yeah.
And then they don't let you take your phone in or anything. They're quite nice actually about everything. They offer
mm.
you coffee and tea sometimes.
Mm.
And but it's a very clear process. You can't take anything inside. You're basically naked, just you and your finger. And you have to press and that's it.
Yeah, but this guy
It's a bit like foreplay.
made a video and it went live and the
But how did he
opposition
get in? That's what I mean. That's what they should be investigating. I took my phone in but didn't take it out. Samir, is that double meaning? I mean,
Gautam has given us 500 rupees from the struggling scrotum. Nazar na lage live shows ko.
Oh,
this is the
sweet.
Gautam scrotum.
When a man see, because the way to a man's heart is actually not through the stomach, it is through the scrotum. So when he does this is a gift of love for me. That he, from the basis of his genitalia, to use a phrase, he's removed the paisa and off he goes, making the world a better place.
Samir is saying the polling officer in my room forgot to mark finger for a guy. I don't blame
How
them
can that be? Because you exit and there's a guy doing that.
that, yeah. I mean, they're like
But
going
then if
to hundreds
Silvery had
of
that
people.
job, for example,
Yeah.
lovely guy Silvery, but you don't see an 8-hour, 12-hour shift for him. You know, I mean, it's too much.
Yeah.
Oh, Shraddha says, just done with my voting. And I can't make out the emoji. Is it
Please
a
don't tell me
smile?
you were listening to Cyrus while you went inside.
No,
to
they
vote.
play it in the polling booth to make sure people prefer to come in. Then to ye sunna padega kandu. It's very clearly done like that.
Election officers must be busy munching on snacks and chewing gutka, says
But
Popper
Popper
Jyoti.
Ji, I feel, you're being insensitive because imagine us doing that job. It's so boring after some time.
That's what, yeah.
Then they do
all
spotting
day.
a celebrity. That makes them happy. So if you're vaguely a celebrity, then they get very happy and everybody talks to you and things
Do
like
you
that.
get to cut the line?
No, they ask me if I know anyone.
Did you ever decide on a Chunav chin for Brocha Janata Party?
No, but twice in 2 elections, I've taken a crew there. From CNN,
Yeah.
IBN, the erstwhile channel we used to work with.
Yeah.
So we used to have a lot of fun because then we talked to everybody and it was great fun just having a chat with people who had no idea about who's there. And especially with telling seniors, and I don't want to get sexist about it, but a lot of males telling females who to vote for right there.
Yeah.
Because this is the homework that South Bombay does. It means so much to them. As you enter, and vote for Deepak Joshi.
Kiran is saying Brocha Janata Party symbol should be a dog licking a wedding plate full of non-veg food.
Well, a dog will basically be having non-veg food only unless you force him to have veg food. I mean, that's like a torture. It wouldn't make any sense. But I do mind a dog as a symbol on my thing. But I was thinking more as like a peace sign. I show naked people. Because,
When you say naked people, you mean...
because that shows the transparency of the party.
But isn't a symbol supposed to be like a silhouette of a thing?
Screw it. I want to be transparent. So I'm showing, I'll use a model, let's say Kunal. And that model is there and he's completely naked.
A 60-year-old naked man.
Accountability, transparency is all there in the picture. Capillary, are you on my side? Will you vote for Brocha Janata Party? As Kunal Nanga is your... When people, you have to tell your old mother, Kunal ka Nanga picture dabao.
Kunal Nanga just sounds like a failed gangster.
Yeah.
Shraddha has given us 400 rupees. Thank you, Shraddha. Says, I voted for Brocha Janata Party while listening to this live.
How can you listen to it live? I mean, how can you...
Ask Shraddha, I don't know.
They allow you to take appliances in? I mean, that's
I don't remember. I think, how many people will you ask to leave the phone behind?
See, generally,
they'll ask you not to use it in the
unless you hit a really peak hour, it's not that crowded generally, most of the things.
Okay, Incredible Bulk is saying, I took my phone inside the voting booth. Nobody asked me if I was carrying my phone.
That's a bit dangerous, bro. That's amazing.
I mean, everybody's carrying a phone. How many people will you ask?
There's small phones you can carry in your Sphinxter and all that, no?
It's not a jail.
The Koreans have come up with this phone that's this size. I'm not lying. So those kind of phones you can get away with. I don't know.
Sorry, Rohit corrected me. He says it's Sharda Abbas, not Shraddha. I apologize. Sharda gave us 400 rupees.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Better get the name right, bro.
Unless she takes it back.
But for $500, you can change it. Wow.
Vijay Bhabur is the name of the guy who did this. I think it was pretty foolish. You want to show off your...
Can I just tell you, Kiran has done a sledge to my good friend Kunal and I must read it out. Naked Kunal symbol will be deemed offensive. Here's why. Ganesh Bugs will take offense. I hope you can understand the correlation. We will be banned and have to seek asylum in UAE like MF Hussain. Now, I just want to say, why will anyone take offense? If the thing is supposed to be largish,
Hmm.
then why is it offensive?
No, but like you said, you want to recreate the actual photo of naked Kunal, right?
Yeah.
So do you think Kunal will have a problem with certain parts of his body not being
I think
represented?
the worst part of his body is his face. Everything else is decent. What's the issue?
See, I mean, Kiran's roasting is nowhere close to your roasting,
no.
so I don't think.
He doesn't have my passion. Okay. All right. Sorry. So, do we do a story? I don't know. It's 10:45.
Yeah,
you
we
decide.
have. Let's do one more story.
Okay.
This is. I wanted to know your opinion. So, the top medical body in the country has asked people to avoid taking protein supplements.
Yeah, because that's more to do with a scam in the protein supplements, which they're calling like fake stuff being made, lots of sugar, etc., etc. Go read it properly.
Okay. So they've listed out the
So
adequate
it's not
amount of
protein
sugar,
supplements
salt,
per se as a bad thing,
right?
but the fact that the manufacturers, Indian manufacturers, and a few others that
Mm.
they've listed are giving you spurious stuff.
Mm.
So it's not about the genre, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's like if
All
you,
supplements
if you
are
watch
not bad.
Pornhub.
Huh.
All porn is not bad.
Right.
Some have storylines.
Right.
Everyone is not a pizza delivery guy who just comes in and
Yeah.
that's it. There's more to it than that.
But I mean, that has also gone out of fashion.
No,
now.
so I got,
Yeah.
so a friend of mine said, oh, what do we do? We can't buy protein supplements. I said, what's wrong with you?
Right.
Now they'll be really cheap. This is when you buy them. The moment they get bad press like that, everything's going to go down. Quickly buy like 20 kilos, 30 kilos worth of protein for the next 3-4 months and keep
Ah.
it. Stock it.
Okay.
That's how my mind thinks.
Okay.
Remember, all the people run from a fire. The one who runs into the fire, he's the leader. When the COVID hit, I was the only person wandering the streets. You see the difference. When they shut the world down, I went to Thailand for a holiday. It was very cheap.
Papa
and
Julian
healthy.
is saying Amul Whey for the win. It costs 2,000 rupees per kg.
That's a little expensive.
Expensive. It
Yeah.
sounds expensive.
Because that means your 2 kgs, 4.4 pounds is coming to 4,000. I get my stuff in around the 3,000 mark for the 5-pounder, 4.5 to 5 pounds,
Okay.
which is 60 scoops at least. Bro, it's all about maths. See how many scoops, how much protein per scoop. Those are the important figures, not whether it's spurious. People don't use their head. I always look at the right side and immediately, this is my advice to everyone, please follow the right side. How many scoops do you get? How much money? Is it old product? Go for old product. The old product is very good. There's nothing wrong with it.
Is by the right side
You don't
also
get poisoned by a product which is expired. People think no, nothing like that. It's perfectly fine for a year or two. Don't worry.
You don't get poisoned, but side effects might go
What
up.
side effect? What is this
Adverse
fear about
effects.
side effect? I've fucking eaten milk from the ground. You drink stuff from anywhere. I mean, come on. I mean, if you have an old mother and you're drinking her milk, for example, I mean, you don't know what people have done in this world. So stop it. We overdo this sissification of the country. Stop it. Just take the protein and have it. Don't worry. Yeah. Next question.
Do we go to the AMAs? I can't see the questions.
How many
Rishi.
scoops
You'll
do I
have to-
ingest?
you'll
I
have to
do about
display them.
2.5 scoops after workout, huh? Okay, we have a new anchor who doesn't know how to find the
I don't
ends.
have the starred
Oh,
option.
you've not put the star in the purple color?
Yeah.
Arey, you have to feed
Okay,
my
give us a
little
few
bunny.
seconds, guys.
Yeah.
Rishi is trying
No,
to.
it's a live. You can't have few seconds. You have to tell a joke to kill time immediately. Abbas, go ahead. 3 men entered a bar and one of them said, oh shit, I'm Muslim. Nice. Are you sure you can eat protein powder after expiry date? And how many months can we extend after? VB, I'm not a doctor. I'm saying if it's slightly expired, just eat it. Nothing will happen. But all of them have a buffer zone of 6 months to 1 year. Even medication, I always tell the guy, ye croissant ka bhao kya hai? He says, okay, 16 rupiah. I say, okay, give me an old batch. 14 rupiah. Done. My headache is less already because I
But
paid
is
less.
he ethically allowed to sell you
They all
expired
want to
stuff?
get rid of their old batches. They're not supposed to, but if they're
Huh.
slightly old, talk to your local drug addict
Huh.
seller and then you'll get your deal, man.
Rishi?
Yeah, bro. I mean, they overdo this. By the way, are you a professional bodybuilder or something? What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm just asking
One woman
you.
comes up to me really fat. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. When she
Hmm.
says, I'm very worried about which protein to take, which one you recommend. I'm like,
Hmm.
what difference does it make? Is your world going to change because you took X against Y? No. You just want some protein which you're not getting from food. So just take any protein, take the scoop and get on with it. You're not John Abraham, and thank God for that.
Wow. No
Yeah.
wonder women are not coming up to you for
Yeah.
protein supplements.
Neither is John.
Okay.
Other
Somebody
than
is-
we had horses in the Bombay gym yesterday. There was
Oh,
a
what?
polo tournament
Ah,
organized after 100 years.
Wow.
Members who organized were very proud.
Yeah.
They sent the article from 1924-25, which said horses, in the Bombay gym. And that was a time when horses were allowed, but Indians weren't. Kunal would say, not the worst idea, but yeah, I'm against it. Yeah.
I am a follower has given us 200 rupees. Thank you. Just to encourage the live. Also, in PPP terms, this is $10 since you are very excited about dollars.
Okay.
How is it $10?
He
Yeah.
presumes we are on alcohol,
Ah,
and we are heavily medicated.
what is PPP?
Pup. Make it say it fast.
Samir Kolpekar has asked, what are your thoughts on 250 plus scores in IPL?
I think a lot of change in the US in the World Cup, US and the West Indies. Although the grounds in the West Indies are small as well. But I think the wickets, what we saw in Chennai yesterday, which you didn't watch the match, I'm sure, where the wicket was, stopping and starting and a little difficult to bat on. I think we'll get a few of those wickets as well. They've had in the first half of this summer ridiculously flat decks. And you know how small the grounds are, like Chinnaswamy and all? I mean, I can just cough and the phlegm will go into this. I mean, it's not fair. You can't have a 60-yard miss hit or 58 yards for a six and all that, which is not even hit properly.
But I thought 200 plus scores were the norm, right? In India,
It's becoming too. Sport is contest, right? We discuss this all the time. If you make the contest one-sided, what contest is there?
Yeah.
So you have 11 batsmen and then, the machine.
By the way, did you see that clip which went viral of the Lucknow owner kind of disciplining
Sanjeev
KL Rahul?
Goenka, yeah. Well, we're not sure what happened, but his hands
seemed like he was trying to
like he was dramatic for sure, but he could have also been saying, which school should I put my son in? I mean, anything can piss you off. Why the fuck did I park my car?
Why would KL Rahul seem embarrassed about that?
No, he doesn't have the answer. Sometimes you have existential questions. Why am I here? I remember my principal telling me one day, why am I here? He just stood there. And it took him 15 minutes to come to the point that we had bunked some thing in the church. We were supposed to turn up for the school something. And I didn't understand what he was talking about because why am I here? You tell me, and those kind of things. So maybe one of those conversations. We don't know for sure. So before we hang Sanjeev Goenka, but obviously I don't want KL Rahul to be embarrassed. He seems like a really nice guy, by the way. One of the nice Indian boys, if you put it that way. And he's not the kind of guy people will fight with because he's always polite and he's well groomed. The Bangalore boys, Hamisha will tell you, they're the best behaved.
Yeah.
There's not except for David Johnson, who played a couple of tests for India. There's no badly behaved on record Bangalore boy from Vishwanath and before. Why are you saying like you're falling asleep?
No, I'm waiting for the next question from.
No, it's like me talking to my wife, except now she's shaved.
क्या sports वाले question दे रहे हैं? Aniket Paul is asking thoughts on EPL. Now that Liverpool is out of the race, who would you support between Arsenal and
what is Man City?
Wow, Aniket, which team are you supporting?
Man City looks like they're winning again. So let's hope that now the elections goes in the favor of your team because the EPL seems to have slipped out of our hands, but into the hands of Cappy. Cappy is there. He's going berserk. He's declared a 10-day festival of holiday and all that.
If Liverpool wins.
No, you moron. Can you and Naveen not be here when we talk anything to do with sports? Yeah. Liverpool is out now. They were very close to winning 2.5-3 weeks ago.
But he's a Liverpool supporter, right?
No, he's not. You don't even care.
Your son's a Liverpool supporter.
Yes, we are all Liverpool. People on the chat, many of them are Liverpool, but this guy's a Man City supporter.
Okay.
And the Man United supporters are now extinct because, that doesn't work anymore.
Okay. Sahil is asking, do you think Salman Khan and Kunal Vijayakar will remain the two most eligible bachelors forever?
Well, one of them is making crores.
Rahul Gandhi, number 3.
That's good. And he's also he's about 54, 55, somewhere there. Yeah. It's not the worst idea, I suppose. Abbas, what about you?
I'm not.
You turned 36, right?
Yeah.
So when are you going to...
36 is young.
You think you'll get married after this?
I don't know.
Once your bra size is more than your age, I mean, I don't know.
I'm still in my...
you think at 40 you'll get married? Be honest.
Yeah, why not?
You can?
Yeah, why not?
Wow. I think at age 40, if you've not married, why do you want to get into that whole thing?
Yeah, that's why I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Although you've looked 40 for some time.
That's true.
To be fair.
Yes.
Okay. Take your shot.
Shweta is saying thoughts on all the election speeches that PM has given. Truly greatest hits this season.
Yeah, his style is a bit slow for me. So I have ADD, And when the meter style is like...
My thing is talking in third person. Modi ko 400 seat chahiye.
That comes in the second verse. they start nicely and then whatever. Yeah. But this Atal Bihari Vajpayee.
You think that's what you think? Modi is slow? What do you think of Vajpayee?
It's a hangover. So he is like Sachin Tendulkar or Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay.
They set a standard and everybody tries to be like them. You can't help it. It's in your subconscious. You're growing up with them or whatever. So the same thing happened. Atal Bihari Vajpayee started the song style, the 3-meter style. Hamari dance mein Abbas jaisa naujawan Purva Paschim Aage piche niche. So that style it's good for it's like stand-up comedy. After 10 minutes, how much can you I mean, like, okay, well done, guys, but now shut up. Get me a hot girl to look at because it's a visual medium. Is that too much?
I don't know.
You like men to massage your head, so I don't know if I'm talking to the right guy.
I'm thinking if I can...
You also asked me if Liverpool is winning. I mean, I'm talking to like a person who's... We can't use the R word, but you know what I mean, right? Can we use the R word, caps? No, we can't use the R word.
Okay, Harvesp is asking... Hello.
But what about this one's speeches when he came out of jail?
Arvind Kejriwal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went ballistic.
Yeah.
It was like Amitabh with a very bad mustache.
Inqilab.
Because it didn't suit his personality style of being calm, and he had this slightly raspy, talking low style while doing speeches. Before
Yeah.
even interviews, he was always in this almost corporate spiel of delivering
No,
stuff.
he used to speak, no, like
No, but now
style.
suddenly.
Huh.
Now it was like very overdramatic and a lot of heart, and I guess, of course, 25 days in jail or
Of
whatever,
course, yeah.
and no insulin.
Yeah.
That was a bit cruel. Sir, I'm diabetic. No insulin. what is it? Try jamun. Try to find some natural stuff to give the guy. Apple cider vinegar. Hindi में क्या होता है? Apple cider vinegar. Seb cider
Seb,
क्या है?
I don't
Hey,
know.
UP. Cider
Cider.
क्या होता है?
I don't know.
What
Cider
kind
in Hindi.
Now you're googling.
He's googling.
How is this our national language when you buggers who are supposed to come from the heartland can't speak a word?
We never used the word cider like 10 years ago. It's a new thing.
Diabetes
So,
is
yeah.
there in UP now, or they've stopped it?
Of course, it's there. Yeah.
Oh, no,
And
I'm-
everyone is so sweet in UP.
Yeah, nice. तमीज़ सी बात किया तूने.
Harvesh is asking question for Cyrus and Abbas. Which has been your go-to place for a Parsi breakfast in Bombay?
You're a South Bombay boy. Where did
Yeah,
you
but
go?
my choice obviously will not be very authentic, right?
Right.
So I like this place called Nutcracker, which is in.
That's an upmarket new place.
Yeah, but they,
And it's
they
only-
serve
only-
good akuri.
No, they have a
Akuri and
mango
pav.
akuri. I didn't like that.
No, I had the regular.
They didn't give a
akuri.
regular akuri. And
Of course they
ask
do.
cost to be paid for
If
it.
you
It was-
ask for it, they'll give you a regular.
No, Baba,
akuri.
it was too expensive. You have to go to the old fashioned. He's talking about Leopold, Mondega, those
I
kind
know,
of
but
places.
that's more my sister's.
Britannia.
domain.
Britannia.
Yeah,
was
she
open
was
in
the
morning.
more like authentic.
authentic,
Parsi.
yeah.
I'm-
But beyond akuri also, you can get salibut in the morning.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
another world.
Also, my sister's the more carnivore amongst the two of us. So
Really?
she's- Yeah.
So how come you became? Acha, you wanted to fit in.
Yes.
So many super chats. How much more do we need to pay to impress and excite Amit to keep the live shows intact? Send this to Amit, please. Caps. Abbas, when are you doing As It Aged Well for 99?
99.
The movie that we did.
Whenever you're free, let's do it.
Well, I've been free last week. There was no work.
Yeah, but the thing
I
is,
was calling Rishi to say, let's do a podcast. He was like, boss, podcast to hai nahi.
yeah, we'll do it. My idea is to do the
You should have
99th,
got Kunal Kemu.
99th
When he came here,
episode.
you should have done it.
99th episode of will be 99.
But
We
you
are
should
at
get Kunal
85.
or Raj DK if you can.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Of course, they won't come, so I'll just do
The
it.
thing is, when you get these people who make these films, right, then it becomes what was your experience while making the film? It doesn't become has it aged well.
So
So
they
of
were-
course, for them, it has aged well.
That's true. That's an unfair.
Yeah.
They can't see it objectively.
Exactly.
Why? How come I can?
But
I
you are
never saw
still
the
a
film.
little removed from the
Yeah.
equation, right?
Yeah.
So
Because I had the same attitude to work that I have here that I have there. It's the same thing.
yeah.
What time is pack up? If you have that noble gesture when you enter, whatever, 7 o'clock shift also, what time is pack up is your first line.
Yeah.
You know you're safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rohit is asking, both you and Baman did a promotional video for Kunal's pole food show. Were you both forced or was it with consent?
Well, if you think that Narendra Bhai is a powerful leader and sometimes you do things because you sort of, just this Vijayakar Bahu is worse, much worse. And when he wants something, he says your name 3-4 times. Do you know people like that? So when he wants something, it's always a soft call of the name for him. Cyrus. You'll do one video for me, na? Because I'm just launching this show. No? Please, they've asked me. Huh? Cyrus. I'm like, the moment I hear it 4 times, I know that now I have to give something, and I'm not a giver. So already I'm feeling depressed. Yeah. Then I saw the show, by the way, but I can't take the promo back. You can't once you put it
I
out
heard
there.
this thing on his show.
But you know the funniest story?
Huh.
Kunal's show, and I swear, guys listening, I swear this is true. May God forgive me. But he went to do the thing in Delhi, so the NDTV thing, and the 5-6 politicians were organized.
Yeah.
So he got Sushma Swaraj's daughter,
Yeah.
whose name now I don't know because I know the great Sushma Swaraj, but I didn't know the daughter was
Right.
contesting. And yeah, Google it. And so they were supposed to talk about food and go to her place, a couple of places, whatever, where she's
Right.
going to eat, and they talk food.
Right.
But she said, first, I'm in the middle of my rally, so you just come on the truck with me. So Kunal was put on the truck, dressed normally, or normal for Kunal, not for a normal person, and standing there. And before he knows it, they put a BJP shawl, a BJP topi, gave him a mace to hold, and they're all shouting Jai Shri Ram, and Kunal in the middle of Delhi. He was like he'd been kidnapped, but he couldn't do anything. He was stuck there. So now he's a BJP supporter. Then the one Kejriwal supporter roaming the streets threw a stone,
Oh shit.
and it hit him in the forehead.
Oh damn.
They were aiming, I think, at Miss Swaraj Jr., but it hit Kunal. So Kunal, who's not supporting anyone, who's just there to get bites for food, is now made into the symbol of the BJP and is now the enemy of the AAP and is murdered in the streets of Delhi. And after all that, we could only eat vegetarian because they don't want to show non-veg on camera.
Of course, yeah.
God, what a country, bro. It's hilarious.
Her name is Bansuri Swaraj. So
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Sushma was very accomplished. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
Spoke
yeah.
6 languages, very well educated.
But this is the thing, right? In all these election functions, none of the parties serve non-vegetarian food.
So they have this thing that it looks bad, but our research shows that more than 60% of India is non-veg.
Non-vegetarian.
So I'm not able to
Yeah.
get this.
Unless I think if it's like the TMC or something in Bengal, I'm sure they'll serve non-vegetarian food.
If you mention vegetarian in Bengal, they put you into Bihar. They just
If
escort you
someone
across
from
the
West
border.
Bengal is watching, please correct us if
You know,
we
it's
are
true.
wrong.
It's true.
Yeah,
Bengal is the opposite. That's why Yogi Adityanath couldn't make any headway.
yeah. Right.
He discussed vegetarianism and banned on alcohol with Bengalis.
Yeah.
And firstly, he spoke in Hindi.
Yeah.
The moment the second line in Hindi, they were like, Bhaba, Bhan, Boya, Bhoni Kera, Bha, Khada. So, culturally strong states like Bengal don't mess with.
Yeah.
Just do the accent and try and speak in whatever you can, but don't try and bring your language in. You'll just get murdered. They don't care. They won't,
Yeah.
not even going to listen to you. But
Okay, let's
yeah,
take
so
2 more questions. So Amit Pandya has asked, did
Because-
Cyrus ever get intimidated by any guest except cricketers?
So the first time Rahul Khanna bailed out for Asha Bhosle, because then I
Rahul Khanna had to interview Asha Bhosle.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we had a roster.
Okay.
So all the famous legends and all, they were always called
Rahul
him.
Khanna
for.
was a VJ.
He was.
I didn't know that.
Very much.
Okay.
His full name is Rahul Vijay Khanna. So he bailed out with like maybe late night, and then they tell me I have to be there like morning.
Yeah.
And the problem with the worry is only one thing, that these are serious interviews.
Right.
And now we are used to our style of talking the way we talk, and anything
Yeah.
can come out like a
But I think Asha is more playful than
Wait,
Lataji.
that's
Ah,
exactly.
okay.
You spoiled my story. I don't want to
Sorry.
tell it. I'm not telling my story. But you spoiled my story.
Sorry,
I've
cut
told
this
it
part
before.
out, Rishi.
I've told it before. All my stories I've told before.
Live ke baad.
Yeah. So I was really worried about that.
Huh.
But then as it turned out, she was really funny. I mean, really funny and self-deprecating and giggling and Beatles lover and everything. We hit it off. Yeah. So
Wait, was this Asha or Lata?
both I've interviewed. But
okay.
once I had the interview with Asha, then later on I'm not worried about Lata so much. What would be the difference as long as you don't mention Asha?
Because
I
you've called Lataji also a Beatles fan.
They're both Beatles. Baba, they come from the same family. Sometimes you tend to hear the same music. What the hell's wrong with you? It's like talking to a... I mean, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. Really, I'm taking your vote away.
Okay.
You heard that before.
Josephine in the Flying Machine has asked, have we reached the abyss or do we have to have further to go?
We've got 5 minutes
That's
more.
such an existential
We've
question.
got 5 minutes more. Or does she mean in life or with the show? I guess it's the same thing. We're going nowhere. Remember the Beatles song Nowhere Man? That's us. Absolutely. But let's see. As we speak, I've been speaking to a couple of news channels, and the feedback we've got is that it's going to be quite a fight. Not
we're talking
perhaps
about the
400.
elections. Okay, I was wondering what you're talking about.
Well, my marriage and the elections both. It's going to be a close call. I don't know.
What's your take? Then I'll give you my take.
So we have this cephalogist coming. Please check out that episode. It'll be on next week, I hope. And we'll see what they have to see. See, we do have opinion polls. We do have samples, studies that go on. And it is the length and breadth of the country. And it seems to be getting more and more accurate as the years have gone by. I think in the Doordarshan days, 1991 and all that, I mean, that was a massicker. But old elections, I mean, they would just pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was only Congress. But now the thing is that maybe there's some amount of complacency. Maybe there's overconfidence. Maybe people just want to change and we don't understand. Maybe the Indian voter is more different than we think. Or not. Maybe it'll be 400 seats. But what we're getting on ground is closer to 200. If it's 200 and you look at 270, 280 as your benchmark, then it's a dogfight. Ooh, it is.
But I don't know. I find it hard to imagine the Modi BJP in the opposition. Because
there's no third place.
We were discussing this.
There's no bronze medal.
We were discussing this before we went on air that last time the BJP was in opposition was 2004 to 14.
Right.
When under the tutelage of Advani.
Yeah.
Advani was an aspiring prime minister.
And for those watching, that's not Nikhil Advani. He's a filmmaker.
That's L.K. Advani. Yeah. He was an aspiring prime minister, so he had to be
not aspiring. He was anointed in the party.
Anointed, yeah.
Okay, so
there was a sweet spot when he was anointed. By 2014, again, the anointment was taken away.
For the layman also, who was not really following politics, you know that Mr. Vajpayee would be followed by Mr. Advani. Yes. Like we vaguely think that Mr. Modi will be followed by Mr. Shah.
So my thing is that he still had to behave statesman-like because he was presenting his resume to the country saying, put me in the PM's chair.
Yeah.
And ex-PM already will not hesitate to play dirty and anoint a successor because he's like, I have done my time.
Right.
He'll probably go for one more term if they don't make a government today. 2029 will be fairly easy for them. So I don't know. I just find it hard to imagine.
But I think it's
Modi
interesting that at least people are talking about democracy has to have some sort of contest, just like sports. What's the point of a democracy?
I still think they'll sweep. I still think they'll easily reach the 272 mark. I don't know.
That's not a sweep. That's
It's
getting over
just
the
hitting
line.
the point. Yeah,
Sweep
yeah,
is
yeah.
he's asked for 400.
See,
And
sweep is what they had in 2019
correct.
also.
No, so
303.
330,
Yeah,
340, 350.
yeah,
Then you're
yeah.
looking at sweep.
Yeah,
Under 300 is not a sweep, but it's a decent victory.
true.
And about 250 plus adding people left, right, and center is just crossing the line.
Him in the opposition or him even trying to get a coalition of parties together will be very interesting if that
Mm,
happens. So, yeah.
No, but that's it may not be great for the country in terms
Yeah.
of the political will starts getting questioned all the time and hung parliament. But from the point of view of democracy, then you have like a proper,
Yeah, true.
frigging, thriving, dynamic
Yeah,
democracy, and then you and me can get our Rajya Sabha seats in the fullness of time.
Absolutely.
Let's take some questions. No, we didn't take any questions.
We did all those the
we
ones
can
which
take one
came
or
on
two more. We've
screen.
not done a
Okay,
live.
cool. Wow, Cyrus is in the mood today. Rishi.
No, it's too early for me to go back. I have to pick up my daughter after exam.
Okay.
It's too early, bro. It's live
I
now.
can't access the questions, so I'm dependent on Rishi to give.
I can
me
access the questions.
Wow, Rishi's saying, "Fuck it, let's wrap it up."
Rishi, why can't we access the questions? All done, but there's all these remarks.
No, ask them, guys. Please ask us some questions if you have.
Samir is saying parties will take revenge on BJP if they go out of power. So I spoke to someone in the media, very high up. Can't take names because very important person. How do I know them? I was passing by. Now, she said, and I think it's correct, that even the Punjabification that happened with weddings, where suddenly about 20 years ago, even the south, even the east, everywhere you were small village, the guy or menial who works for you takes a loan of 10 grand.
Right.
Ladki ki shaadi hai. And they go beyond, they have an anchor, possibly Kunal or me, cheap anchor, and they do all that, right? So the Punjabification, music, this, Karan Johar, all that happens. The same thing is happening with politics. After the BJP, this vindictive politics will continue. So whoever comes to power, they will start using the ED more.
Absolutely.
They will start going after their enemies. They start going after people who are not aligned with them, celebrities and influencers.
There is
and
this
all that.
notion, right, that if this government goes, then whoever comes next, it'll be easier for comedians to make jokes about them. I'm sorry, I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah. Because now the standard has been set.
The standard has been set.
People are going to follow that.
And this whole thing about psychophancy will continue, right? Because the Malik ke upar kuch nahi bolna padega and all that. There's no end to it.
Yeah. Rohit is asking, did
Masoom, you please stay indoors.
Did Kejriwal's presence cause similar chaos as other parties in Mumbai? What other parties? Kejriwal was in Bombay.
No, how can he? He just got out of Delhi.
Yeah, exactly.
First thing comes to Mumbai.
Yeah, and he has to go back
and why will he go to a BJP state? If he's going to run away, he has to go to a state where there's no BJP presence.
Yeah.
He's safest in Bengal, to be honest, at the moment.
Okay, big question. Again, this is a sports question.
Klopp is leaving Liverpool with Slot taking over. You pronounce it Slot only? It's a little different, another pronunciation. Hey, football man. Will Liverpool suffer the same fate as pre-Klopp akin to the Roy Hodgson era? Yeah, okay, I'll just explain this to you. So the point is that he cleaned up Liverpool having a bad run for a little while before that. And he's come and changed them around.
Are these players, coaches? What are we talking about?
He's the coach. He's like the chief. He's like Shinde.
Okay.
He's running the state. And will the state collapse if we lose Shinde? That's the question.
Yeah.
It's possible that not only there's a worry that Salah and all the big names, if 2-3 of these guys go at the same time on the next year or so, there'll be a huge change in the dynamics of that team.
Okay.
But leadership is very important, as we know in India, bro. So I'm a little worried for Liverpool, but let's see. Let me just ask my expert because he's the expert here. Liverpool will suffer, you think, with for a little while? Can you turn around and say it? If can you put thumbs up for yes and thumbs down for no? Okay, can you unzip your pant?
You want him to suffer?
Okay, just how far he would go. I was just going on with it to see as an experiment.
Scrotum had a question. Did your family in Canada witness the Northern Lights?
No, my family, only my son is in Canada and he only sends me messages like, can you buy this pre-workout? Now, it's true. And it's more expensive for me from here than for him there. And my sister and all saw it because across US as well.
Right.
So they saw it. And today my friend Dr. Rustam Modi showed me a picture of his nieces sent from Canada, the Northern Lights. And it was a very interesting pink-purple color. I wish I could reproduce it. I don't know if we have one. And it looked like filters.
He
just looked like an Indian influencer going berserk and putting up some nonsense. But it looked almost unreal. The color.
That's what they look really beautiful. It's almost
Rish, as we end, can you show the color? I don't know if you can show this color because I don't know how to describe it.
But in the meanwhile, let's answer this question from Samir. He's asking, what's your prediction for the Maharashtra seats?
Well, that's now another issue altogether. My problem is as far as the NCP goes, and I know their presence is not that big, but will this Ajit Pawar defecting cause the old voters to vote against
old voters will vote for Sharad Pawar, right?
The newer ones. Thing is, the young voters, let's say, go for Ajit Pawar, in that setup. But will they actually vote? That's the question. That's the big question. Now they're all saying the ground that we've heard is that UBT has got much more presence
because
UBT is with the Aam Aadmi,
sympathy. Yeah.
with the typical, as we're talking Mumbai here more than just Maharashtra in general. UBT should really overpower Shinde.
I think that's the urban
Myth.
diaspora. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're talking about Mumbai specifically. You can't just lump Maharashtra in one hole. It's a
That's
little
true.
tough now.
Yeah.
But what do you think? Who are you voting for?
I don't know, man. I shouldn't be saying that.
You should say
because
it.
It's a.
You're an Uddhav fan. I know that. You always said Uddhav.
No, see, guys, the way to vote is find out who's your candidate in
But you're
from
voting
your
Uddhav.
area, and then find
You're
out
all
who's
for
the.
Uddhav. UBT. Why do you have UBT written on your head? The back of your head has a UBT sign there. What does that mean? You're a big fan.
Balder Dash is asking, will Bombay City be in a better condition if the government changes?
Now that's comedy.
Yeah.
That's a funny line, yeah. Really. Honestly. That day
Half of Bandra is dug up right
bro,
now.
listen, my nephew graduated. My mom got all emotional and we had to go for dinner. So I was forced to go out in the night. So we took off. And my daughter hadn't, because the way we live, there's no way for her to go to Beach Canyon and come back to Marine Drive by the coastal road. So I said, okay, we'll take a detour. So Sri Vijayakar, we went to, at about 6:45, 7, we went
That's
to Beach
not
Canyon.
night.
No, but for us it's night.
Okay.
And then we got into the Beach Candy thing, the tunnel, to come to Marine Drive for
uh,
her to experience it and all for the first time. And it was an IPL match.
Oh,
and
man.
in 6 minutes, we reached the end. And then we took about 40 minutes.
Of course.
So much for that. Really.
How did you not know there's an IPL match?
No, I knew there was an IPL match. I didn't know the traffic would hit the bottleneck here.
Mm.
Because it's been decent. We have a bad patch just outside Wankhede, which takes about 5 minutes, which I thought I'd miss because we'll go via the, and now this is a very local conversation, via the Princess Street Flyover and Metro, etc. So I had planned everything.
Yeah.
I just didn't know. By the way, the GPS didn't show up. There was the GPS says, the moment you mentioned coastal road and all, GPS goes like, I don't know what you're talking about. Beyond Western civilization, all this, How do you explain?
We're waiting for the Northern Light photos.
Yeah, where's your Northern Light?
What the fuck, Rishi?
Rishi, come on. So
you
who
flashed
you
one, huh?
Who are you voting for?
I don't know, man.
Independence is the way to go.
On the day, whatever
Tell me
I
one
feel
guy
like.
called Swaraj Sharma or something who put out his own, go for that guy.
Found
Can't
the
go.
most Hakela photo of the Northern
The
Lights.
color is see this color is, I don't know, it's like when you go to a rock show
do you know this,
and the backlights, it doesn't look, it looks artificial
this
to me.
pink, green lighting is called bisexual lighting.
It's called bisexual light.
Yeah.
How do you know all this?
Because in movies, if this kind of color goes on a character, that means they're having bisexual feelings.
Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? What the hell's wrong with this guy? Okay, guys, that's our live for today. It was fantastic. We regretted it from the beginning we started. But next week, apparently, are we doing the live on Tuesday? We have to record it because Monday is voting day, apparently.
Oh, yes.
So that's back to recording just for one. And then if we can, we will be.
Unless you want to take the phone in the recording booth.
Why can't we do it on Tuesday?
It's going on Monday.
Rishi doesn't want to work.
Rishi is not willing to, be flexible. For a man who's that thin, it's unbelievable.
Capillary.
Okay, that's it. Anything else about your shows and all that? Anything
No, I'll keep listening and watching Has It Aged Well. The YouTube episode will be out today. There's no episode on audio, unfortunately, this week because Urjita was traveling.
Yeah.
But there's like 80 episodes to listen to.
Does Urjita want more equity in the show? You feel that at a point
I think she wants equity out. It's like, give me back.
That's a good sign. If there's a vacancy, I'm always available. Huh?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
I would love
Will
to.
you record at 7:30 in the morning?
No.
Then fuck off. Okay, guys, have a great week.
Yeah. Thank you for all
Bye-bye.
the क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Donations, contributions. Donations, guys. Let's be honest.
Taxes were applicable. Huh?
Yes. Thank you. We'll see you whenever we see you. Bye-bye.
And I've got great news for everybody. Yes, it is the end of the show. People are clapping and cheering. And I've got great news for everybody. Yes, it is the end of the show. People are clapping and cheering because now it's over. The pain, the angst, the suffering, the strife. But remember, it's very simple. Like and subscribe. Everybody says the same thing. We have to repeat it as well because there's a whole... we have to follow this process. It's not in my hands, honestly. I don't want to do this sometimes, but we have to follow it. So please like and subscribe. And yeah, you can leave your comments. And please spell correctly because it's very irritating when you spell color with a K, for God's sake. Or Coca-Cola with a P. That's Pepsi. Sorry.